All right. So this is the case thing I'm talking about. All right. You can see how open it is. Okay. Can you see the screen? I want to hear feedback. I want to be sure. Oh, great,
Yeah,
great, great.
you can
All
see the
right.
screen.
Oh, great, great. Thank you. So this is it. So this is usually called um, it's 6 by 9. So if you go to a shop where they sell electricals, okay. So we're going to be leaving this particular stage where we are working on a mold where we'll be having it perfectly made. But for a start, right, we have more than 20 million laptop owners in Nigeria, right? If you can use a power bank, you see the power bank market is very big and saturated. Let me just tell you a little bit of this market. Oraimo is planning to enter into the laptop power bank market, but they're afraid. You know, big companies, right? Before they delve into any particular um, side of the business, they want to be sure that it's profitable enough for the money they're going to pump into it. So they are saying that laptop power bank is getting big. A lot of freelancers are there. Developers, people are now learning to code, develop. So they have laptops. A lot of people are going to office with laptops. In fact, some people their job is their laptop. If you open your laptop, they're making money, right? You realize a lot of persons need something that can give them backup power, at least 8 hours. All right. So they've done surveys and everything, but they're still finding it hard to enter the market. You understand? And glad we're able to see this early. If you're on this call, it's also a very early time for you to begin to explore this market. But if it's very difficult for you to run, you can actually be an extension of our network, um, build for your finances. It's open to everyone, right? So realize that up to 20 million people have laptops, and many of them, you see most of the laptops, have you heard of television laptop, right? Immediately unplug it, or immediate light goes off, it goes off, right? So that is the kind of laptop a lot of persons have, and they need something that can give them backup power. Even today, I got a call from Sokoto. Okay, a lady actually got it from Sokoto. I don't know, I don't know. Imagine the nature and the value of this, right? So from interior part of the village, you see people using laptops now. You don't necessarily need to be in the city for you to get people to have laptops, right? You can go to hubs, you can go to offices, market this to them, right? You could, say, okay, get 10, this discount, and the guide gets for all their workers. Very portable, And as I'm going to Abuja, I'm going to go along with one of these, and they accept it on flights, right? So it's very easy. They don't. It's not a contraband on flight. It's a lithium battery um, system, right? So it's something that a lot of persons can actually move along with. So its value is very very high, and if you can key into this early enough, you get to create domain authority in this field, build for yourself, build for other persons, and you mustn't necessarily build this size. Do you understand? If you can build the bigger size, we have bigger sizes. We just use this one because it's the best seller. So they made 5.6 million in sales, right? So it's the best seller because a lot of persons can easily just buy it, right? Or with the knowledge, you can actually build a lot of other things, cascade them, make them bigger, or make them smaller, all right? If you have the right knowledge, okay? So looking at this, I give you an example. You have what is here, the voltmeter. We have different, you can make it in different measure, different, it mustn't necessarily be according to the way we do it. I'm showing you this because this we have a special product. This is a general product that is in the market. Okay, I can't show you our trade secrets. Okay, I can't show you some of the special ones we're building. It is left for us. We're patenting and doing a lot of things on them. So but this one sells, people buy it, all right, aside the ones we're trying to work on. So um this is a general thing you can see in the market. If you go to online, you can buy it. Maybe we'll put it on our platform. Maybe those that want to buy it, you can just order it. You can just maybe import a lot of them. So anybody that wants to build, do DIY project, can just get it, access it, instead of waiting for ordering from AliExpress and waiting for 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, right? You can just order it alongside, and anybody that's interested. But I have to be sure that people are actually interested in building. Okay. Then you have this, which is the DC plug, the DC port. All right, this is a DC port. You can put um, the 12-volt DC port here. Then you have the switch, right? You have this switch. This switch is not in Nigeria, all right, but we have it in bulk. So if you want to get from us, you can also get it. It's very easy. So one thing about the switches, you don't need to even, you know, perforate the hole. You know, this is the difficult part of this is just how to carve the hole and everything. But one thing about this switch is that you don't need to perforate. Just open one of the holes. You press it, it enters. You get. You know, this thing have holes. If you look at them, it has holes there, right? So you just open it, put it in, it works, right? So it has been fitted to work with it. So it's easy. It makes your work easier, right? Except if you have some other special things that have different sizes. All right. So you have this. Okay. Now, I told you that we have a battery. Can you all see this? Okay, let me presume you guys can see. So this is a LiPo battery, lithium-ion polymer battery. All right. So if you look at it, there are cells inside of them. We have up to 6 cells here. All right, and there is a BMS
Then
there. So if you their pouch is a pouch kind of battery. One, you might not really see the division, the separation very well, but they actually separate pouches. Okay, separate bag of batteries. So there are 6. All right. So 6 of this, because each of this is 3.2 volts, each of the bag, right? So when you add 6 together in series, it will be what? 3.2 times what? Who can do the math for us? 3.2 times 6 is what? Someone should do the math for us. 3.2 times 6. Okay, let me do the math here. 3.2, I want to just get the exact 19.2
19
exactly.
point 19.2.
Exactly. All right, good. So 19.2. And your battery, your laptop uses 19 volts. So one thing about laptops, anyways, for those that are going to be close enough, and if we need to charge you at some point, we will charge you for some things, especially when we know you are very serious, okay? And you want to get a lot of other details. So I'm giving general knowledge that I feel you need to know and you can start working with it. But if you now need some extra things, then you might likely have to um, charge you for it because of our time, right? Now, one thing about laptops, I'll just give you, all right? You may not see these things online also. This is just experience and what we've worked on. Laptop has range of battery voltage, 19 volts, 20 volts. Some laptops go as low as 17 volts. Do you understand? Some laptops go as low as 17 volts. So if any new generation laptops that don't have it, you see all the slim laptops, oh my goodness. If you give them this thing, they can use this thing for almost 2 days. I've used my laptop for like 2 days, all right. Um and it worked. Like I was just enjoying it. So it just depends, but you benchmark it for 8 to 10 hours. Any kind of laptops, except power stations that consumes more power might go up to by 5 hours. Okay, but normal laptop that everybody uses, like laptop, 90% of people use 8 to 10 hours. Many of them go 10 hours. All right. So and their voltage is 19 volts. You can give them 19 volts, 20 volts, it will come on. All right. So that is why we're able to this thing we are stacked. You see, it was done for you. Instead of you to have to go and buy this one separate, buy this one and start soldering. Eh? And start soldering a lot of things. All right. Buying whatever balancers you want to do. You can just buy the pack with this in need. All right. And it's fitted to 19 volt for you. So now if this is giving 19 volts, you don't need the buck and book converter again, right? Am I correct? You get, because it's already fitting, it's already equivalent to the voltage your laptop uses. Your laptop uses, right? It's equivalent. So if you want to power something higher than 19 volts, then you have to get a boost converter. If you only get a boost converter, we can get for you. It's very easy to use. It just has input and output. The input side, put the voltage you want to convert. If it's 19 volts, put it at the input. At the output, you have something you'll be tuning. It will be increasing it 20 volt, 21 volt. Just be turning it to any voltage you want. There is a range of voltage it can give you. All right. And that's boost converter. Boost converter works same way. All right. So it's very easy. All these things are simple plug and play things that you don't need to And just looking at it, you know what to do. Just looking at the circuit, they've already given you these directions. All right. So this particular battery with the BMS itself, it looks small, but it's weighty, right? Because it's a pouch, right? It's what you use, all right? Now we have different types, depending on what we want to work with, right? So if I don't know if you can see this. So now this is our test batteries. You see this? Have you seen this type of batteries before? This type, have you? Swinger batteries, right? All right. This type of batteries are lithium-ion batteries. All right. But if you notice, they are big. I've not even finished. We've not even finished doing the whole thing. Just a part, and it's as big. A good, yes, exactly. The 18650. This 18650 is the dimension. So 650 millimeters, 18 something thereabout, right? So this is good, but it's hard. What I mean is hard is that you need to learn how to be able to do the series connection. This is a BMS, all right? This is a BMS, a sample of a BMS. So you need to know how to do the BMS or everything. Fine. If you want us to be able to do the BMS for you, it still works, all right? Um, I'm coming. Let me. See another one. All right, so I'm actually in where the batteries are. See this one? It's on that type. There are different type of batteries. All right. See the BMS. Can you see the BMS on top of it? All right. Good. So this is the BMS. All these are heavy for different purposes. If you want to do, maybe you want to get a bigger system that is not just only for laptop power bank. You can also use for laptop, but you want it for maybe installing, maybe put an inverter to it. We also have those batteries if you want to get. If you want to get them, you can send us a message. Get these are the best batteries. This type. These are lithium polymer batteries. We work with lithium polymer batteries. All right, it's better than lithium ion is good, but lithium polymer has more energy density. It can keep power more. Do you understand? And it's not this small thing you see here is very powerful. This small tiny thing you see here, it's powerful than all those big lead acid batteries you buy. If all those car motors you see, those car vehicles, right? This small size you see, um, it can give you what times three. Yeah, times three of this size is what you will get for those motors. But this one is small. So portability and everything is important. Just that they are expensive, right? And they'll be more expensive if you get it from maybe a second-hand seller or someone that is selling, someone that doesn't have the direct suppliers that buys from you. So if you go to the market, if you don't get the right people, they might sell it quite expensive for you. But if you can get it, or if you get it from us, fine and good. Get it quite cheap, right? But normally they're expensive than the normal list, but they last. Like this one has 3,000 charge cycles. It means you can charge it for 3,000 times before the battery starts doing like it's not happy with you again. Okay, and that goes for up to 5 years. If you're charging it every day, using it every day, charging it every day, you can live for 5 to 6 years. That's what it means. All right. So those are type of batteries. But what I'm showing you today is this. All right. This is the one I'm showing you today that we'll use. So this fits in. If you look at it, it fits in well, right? Am I correct? Good. Fits in well. So this is the XTC connector. Oh goodness, 60 XT60 connector that I told you about. All right. So this is important them to if you but so to save you all the stress, my advice is just count your costs, know what it will take you if you want to build for yourself, right? What do I need? Now, as a person, you don't need to get maybe everything. You may just need only if you want to just get a laptop, you may only need voltmeter to see the voltage. Am I correct? Do you get it? To only see the voltage is reading, right? Let me do something. So you might only just need the voltmeter to see only the voltage is reading. Like this now. Oh, it's out. Like this now. If I want to read the voltage of this, right? It's giving 18 point something. You might not really see because it might be skewed. I don't know if you can see it well, but it's giving 18.5 or so, or 18.2. So now, if you can just decide to only have this, all right, and your switch, and you're good, you have a laptop power bank, all right, because we've already configured this for you prior. You don't need to start doing BMS. We've made it that whatever voltage that comes from here charges your laptop. So what you could just do is, you just need to have what we call the laptop cord. You know, those power banks they sell to you, they used to have cord right to your phone. Each phone has a cord, a port. Like this thing, I'm using a Type C to charge my phone, right? So this is I use a lot of foreign products. So this is a different type of Type C converter. So it converts stuff for me. So I use a Type C, right? So same with your laptop. My laptop uses Type C, so I can use Type C to charge my laptop. I can use my HP 15. All right. Now look at this. These are the different types of laptop cables. I'm bringing to the laptop world now, okay? Now you're trying to build for the laptop market. In fact, if you find yourself in computer village, you are made because you will just be building. I've got a lot of partnership offers from people in computer village to be able to display. I said, okay, no problem. You can build and display. But definitely, what we want is if we have people that can actually build continuously, can always source them from them. Oh, can you do this for us? You have a client, build, and your goal is just not to build it very well. Or if you're a reseller, fine and good, you get us a deal, we forward it. But these are different. If you look at this, okay, this is for HP. Isn't all this big mouth HP? Can you see the mouth? Yep. Can you see? Can you see below it? It is a converter, right? So this is HP3, HP15. If you guys know this small mouth HP, can you see the mouth is blue? I know if you have used HP like the small mouth, it has a blue. So this is a converter. There's a circuit inside. Before when we started, we used to build the circuit. But this experience I'm teaching you is experience from a lot of failures we've had and testings, right? So don't take it for granted. We actually build the circuit. For instance, now if this is half fault, we know what to do about it. All right. But Chinese guys always find a way. So we felt when we have this, why do we need to start building the circuits for all this, right? So this already is a converter. This thing they don't sell it like that. I don't think they sell it in Nigeria. You may not see it online, but we sell if you want to buy, right? So you can put it in your laptop. Maybe if someone say I once called for HP 15 and also big HP. It's for Lenovo. I know if you're using a Lenovo laptop, you know that it looks like this good. So we have different laptops. We have laptop that is tiny mounts here. Look at them. So we have different mounts, all right? And they work for different purposes. So this, when you have this, am I clear? When you have this, I'm just giving an instance. Okay, let's pick one out. I believe we should be able to understand. When you have this, you see this mount here, right? You know it has a wire. The goal is you want to be able to have a wire that would connect, and you plug it to your laptop power bank. And you're good because we've configured the laptop, the battery for you so that it charges your laptop. All right. So you don't need to worry what voltage is coming out from, except if you modify it again after we've given you. All right. But if you've not, we just ask you what voltage are you looking for? Or if it's for laptop, we know, okay, this is a general laptop. We build a laptop so that you don't need to think too much. You know that you have a battery that's giving you a laptop voltage to the extent that, in fact, you can just connect it directly, but it's not advisable, right? You can even connect it directly, but make sure you know positive and negative, and it charges your laptop because the circuits are already there. So it's like this, right? So we also have a feature. If you want to use solar panel to charge it, it has a good bandwidth. That's one thing special about this BMS, all right? So with this, I put inside a casing. Your switch is there. If you know basic electronics, you know that the goal of a switch is just to break circuit, right? I'm speaking in late times, and so you understand. There's nothing special about switch. Whether I put it on a negative line wire or positive wire, so far it can break, the goal is just to stop it from working. So for instance, now if you press down, it's on. If you press up, it's off. What it means is if you press that off, all that is up, It means there is something inside this switch that will separate so that it would disconnect the wire. You get, but if you should be able to understand logic if you know a little bit of electronics. But if you don't know, you can just check online. But that's the essence of the switch. So switch is not a big deal. It's just to break and it's just like joining wire, joining it, removing it, joining it, removing it, right? So instead of using your hand, just put a switch in between. You can do that. So you can see it's very easy, right? Now it's not left for you to add other features. So what makes it different from us that we have other features we could add, maybe depending. You get it? And that's what I may show you because it's our intellectual property. But a general thing you need to know is okay, like connector perfect, is that the battery, you can get your battery set for you, send it to you, and you can connect it. So just like positive and negative, red is what? Positive, black is what? Negative, right? Good. So that's what I know a lot of persons would want to come late to this class because of recording, and I don't like it. I don't like it. So let me just all right. So I'll give them for your questions. Then would we have a lot of orders, so we are very very busy. Okay, I'm not charging you because we don't need to make money off this training. But if you want to really, because this is a very booming market, and if those who are very very that really want to go into it will actually see it. You can go to hubs, you can introduce this to a lot of people and you get a lot of commissions. I know somebody right that gets referrals. Then when we were doing referral, when we started, it was just flat rate 5k, but now it's 5%, so that's 4,000 there, right? Person just makes money of it. We build it and everything and it sells, but the person makes sure that he convinces the person to buy. Now, if you are bringing somebody and you're telling the person, maybe we are charging them 80,000 naira and it cannot be connected to extension, please, oh, please don't. You are charging the person 80,000 naira. Go. And the person agreed. You can refer the person to us. If you are charging the person a bigger amount of money, don't give us the burden of proof to convince because we don't like that stress. Imagine we are selling something for 80,000. We are trying to convince somebody that is 90,000. So people since have come to our DM to do that, and it doesn't always go well because at the point I will just drop off, right? I don't feel all right overcharging somebody for something I know that this is our price. So if you are charging someone higher for it, settle your price, know what your cost is. When you are coming to us, maybe it has even transferred to you if you are charging higher. All right. We will still pay you the commission. It doesn't matter. But if you are not charging higher, you're charging the exact cost, then we can maybe do the convincing as the case may be. If it works, then we give you a commission. All right. That's the case about that. Now, someone asked about connecting it to sockets. Please don't connect it to sockets. Don't do electrician here. All right. Don't do electrician here. Except if you are with us, if you're don't just start doing anything scientific on it. Do what we ask you to do. Straightforward. This is a direct current. We've made the battery so easy that it has positive and negative output at the end. Plugged the red positive to the positive, negative to the negative, and plug it to your laptop. Right. Now, one stuff that will help you get this perfectly is your multimeter. If you want to build this for yourself, if you don't have a multimeter, please don't buy it from us. You will not even sell. Don't. You must have a multimeter. Multimeter is very cheap. You can get a small one for 1,000 naira or 700. I don't know how to sell it now, right? So the multimeter is for you to know which one is positive and negative, even though you've confirmed it. So yeah, you'll be double sure. So you're not going to connect red wire to black wire to, stuff like that. So you can as well maybe tell us to connect it for you before coming, but it just depends on which package you want. If you want the full package, it's going to be 80,000 straight, or for this count this week is 76,000, right? But if you want just the battery, you want to be sure that you know what you are doing. You have some basic electrical knowledge that okay, this is positive or negative, and when you are buying it, we're going to be imputing these things for you, right? And you know that okay, what type of laptop do you use? We'll ask you HP, give you the HP. If you want to buy the full set, no problem. We'll tell you how much it costs, right? And you're good to go. So that being said, if you have All right. So if you have any question, please be free. You're free to ask. Maya, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, great. No question.
Yeah. Hello. Well done, sir.
Yeah, greetings.
Yeah. Please, my question is that after building of this circuit of the battery with BMS,
Yeah,
whenever we want to charge the battery in preparation for the charge to stop before using it for our system,
yeah.
are we going to have a separate circuit to be built for the charging, or does it come with BMS, circuit as well for
Okay,
recharging
okay,
of
okay,
that
okay.
battery that we are building?
Okay, for to make it easy, right? We can also buy the charger. So we can sell the charger for you. It's 12 volts, 20 volts rather, all right? So you just connect it and charge it. So the charger comes separate. So the charger immediately fills up, the BMS cuts it off from charger. All right. Let me see if I can get the charger. I'm trying to connect with my laptop so that I can show you some stuff. Um, but it has I get your question quite all right. So to charge after you have used it with your laptop, you need to recharge your battery. So charging it, you need a charger, and the charger will be included in the package when you want to buy, depending on which of the package you're buying. All right. We can also refer you to where you can buy the charger. Well, you have to buy original chargers. Okay. Um, we we understand that um a lot of people sell fake chargers before you know it's burnt. All right. So we don't really so we usually advise, okay, go with our chargers because we know that it can last, right? But if you want to buy other charger, we can just tell you, okay, buy this. We give the specification, buy these volts, these amps. Do you understand? And you can do it. So you don't need to start creating a new charging circuit. As I told you guys earlier, yesterday, that nowadays you don't need to start building from scratch. All right? You don't need to start building from scratch. You can always All right. Okay. You don't need to build from scratch. You can always I'm having an echo. All right. You can always build from an existing product. All right. Always build from an existing product. So all right. So that being said, so the BMS is only for the charging. So the BMS will help for the what do you call it? For the laptop to coordinate the charger and also to coordinate its own charging. So you plug the charger to the wire in the BMS. The BMS will also coordinate that for you. So someone has a question. Ade, let me see. Adewale Adbeams. All right, go ahead with your question, Adewale Adbeams.
Hello. Hello.
Go ahead. I can hear you.
Uh-huh. My question is that is to calculate each battery just to times it by the number of the battery.
Okay,
Hello.
okay. Now, okay. I think I heard what you said.
Yeah.
Let me answer you. Let me answer you. Okay. So you said we. What I said initially was that if you want to do combination of batteries, know the individual volts of each of the battery. Do you understand? Let me bring one and open the video for you to see. All right. So now can you see this? We have a lot of battery. No problem. This is a lithium polymer battery. Okay, like a capsule. All right. Now this battery is a 3.6 volt battery. Do you understand? So if I know that this is a 3.6 volt battery, if I want to use it to charge my laptop, what will I do? I would increase the voltage from 3.6 volts to 19 point what? Whatever, 19 volt or 20 volts. What will I use? A boost converter, right? Now, but another way I can do this is instead of me going to buy a boost converter, right? I can stack up more of this. If I add this 3.6 volts to another 3.6 volts, to another 3.6 volts, to another 3.6 volts, it will give me close to 19 point something volt, right? So with this now, I don't need to have a what? A boost converter again. And that is what we are doing for you. Do you understand? Be voiding. This is not what we are giving you. This is a different battery for another use. We stack already pouches of batteries for you to give you exactly laptop voltage so that it's easy for you to just do connect and connect. So it might be cheaper for you. Maybe you want to build plenty, you can build for a lot of persons. You can buy 4 batteries, build 4. You make more money definitely, right? So you can just buy, we've already stacked the batteries for you. So you don't need to be out, oh, this battery is giving me the voltage for the laptop. You don't need to worry about that again. It gives you the voltage. Your job is now to know how to connect your switch, do other little things you want to do to modify. But it doesn't give you that. Even though you connect that back directly to your laptop, it will charge your laptop. Do you understand? So that's it. So when I say stack the battery, what I mean is that each of these voltage of this battery will be stacked in such a way that it will amount to 19 volt or 20 volts. So for instance, if this one is, let's say, let's say this battery itself is 9 volts. Okay, 9 volts is too much. Let me say this battery is 2 volts, right? And I want to make it 20 volts. How many will I stack together? 10. 2, 2, 2, right? To give it 10. So that 10 will give me 20. So that is how it works. That's how it works. So, but you don't need to worry much about what each of the battery gives you, except if you know electronics and you want to modify it yourself. Then no problem. Tell us what you want. We send it to you. But if you want specific one that can charge your laptop, then fine and good. You will get it. All right. So now this can charge your laptop and charge your phone with this. Do you get it? So with this now, it converts it to your phone. So it's not only laptop you can charge. So when you buy it, you can buy this one alongside. You plug it, it can also charge your phone. Do you get it? So this one I think they sell this one in Nigeria. The one that sells it somehow. But if you want to buy from us, to fine and good. But it's online, you have to buy it also. But this one converts it to what you can. So you mean you can have a laptop power bank and also a phone power bank on the same device. All right. So yeah, any other question? Let me see. Okay, no one is raising up their hand again. Is someone else raising up their hand? Daniel Duribe, okay, please ask your question.
Okay, so since the BMS is only for charging, how will I discharge the battery?
No, the BMS is not only for charging. The BMS is for charging and discharging. It's meant to coordinate charging and coordinate discharging. So what happens is, if the battery is low, it will cut it off. Don't charge this device again. That's what the BMS does. Now, if the battery is full, it will cut it off from the charger. So that's the job it does. So it helps to protect the battery. So if you don't have a BMS inside, it will not protect the battery. You can overcharge that battery, or you can over discharge the battery when you're using it. So the BMS is meant for charging and discharging. However,
Then,
right?
sorry, sir. In addition to that question, hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
In addition to that question, please, please, can you give us a constructive circuit diagram for both, that combine all these systems together from charging stage, to the battery bank to the BMS? You understand the full circuit diagram? Can you please help us and give it to us to even study
That
and
will be too much information from our part for a
possible.
free class. Do you understand? I understand what you're trying to say, but that would be much on us. What we are just trying to do is one, we're trying to create an awareness, all right? That would be much of an information
Okay.
we're going to be giving. It now depends on who is coming closer to us. Then we can now know. But for now, we cannot just be giving. We've given a lot of information out already. You can see what I did, right? So we want to make sure that we protect what we can protect. I don't want to do a mistake of giving out our own personal circuit diagram. But there are general circuits. You can bring one, I'll check. If it works, I'll know, okay, it works. Do you get it? You can check online, show me, did this one work? I will tell you, but I can't really bring out our own personal this because it's peculiar to us. Right. For a particular free class, I think there's a level
All
we
right.
can
All
actually give,
right.
and we've given
I
out a
get
lot. Okay. So, but if you need guidance on maybe if you buy any of our products, maybe the battery or whatever thing you want to buy, then we can now tell you, okay, this is how you connect it. We can give you a little bit of sketch that will help you. All right. But if you just to give the general public, it will not really be okay for us, right?
It's all right. Thank you, sir. Sir, please, how many
Yeah.
arms is it, sir?
Okay, arms. If you're
Hello,
going
sir.
using the word,
Yeah.
I can hear you. We will not
I said,
we will not really use the word arms. Let's say it is 78,000 milliamps hour. Okay, 78,000 milliamps hour. That's what we will call it. All right, but it's not. Now
then
you
how
know that
much is
you can use
is
it to
the
charge your
part of
laptop. It's not like
it?
a phone. The battery and
Yes,
the
yes, yes.
BMS. The battery and the BMS is
Mm.
45,000. Yes, the battery and the BMS 45,000. Yeah. So we'll connect it for you already. So you don't need to. We'll connect the BMS for you. Except if you want to buy it separately, no problem. But we will connect. The whole thing will be connected for you, so that what you just need to work on is to what you just need to connect is just the
The
cord,
token
the
and the
cord and the
voltmeter.
and maybe this one. Do you get it? At the end, you're good. But now you now add other protective circuit like your switch on and off, so that the person use your creativity. Do you get it? That's why we are Nigerians. I believe Nigerians can always find different ways to do things. All right. So if you have further questions, if you get our product, it's easy for us to continue communicating with you on how to use it best.
It's all right. Thank you, sir. I'm grateful, sir.
Kevin, let's say you put go ahead with your question. I think that will be our last question, I think.
Okay, good evening, sir. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you.
Okay. My question is about selecting
Your
the
voice
type
is not
of
audible,
battery to
please.
use. Okay, can you hear me now?
Just go ahead. Go ahead. I'll try.
Hello. Okay. My question is about selecting of battery type between the lithium
Okay.
polymer battery and the lithium ion battery. I have small experience
Yeah.
when it comes to building power bank and inverters, though. So, like, and what my question
Okay.
actually is this: when you're using a lithium polymer battery, do you need to consider arranging your batteries in parallel and series connection? Because I know if you're to use a lithium ion battery, you need to start arranging them in a way you can connect them in both series and parallel connection.
All right. That's one beautiful thing about
My
most of these
question.
lithium polymer batteries, right? Okay, I heard you. I heard you.
Okay.
Now, lithium polymer batteries. There are lithium polymer batteries that look like finger batteries. Um,
Yes.
okay, I don't have anyone here with me. So there are still other ones. When it's like a finger battery, you have to now know how to do those connections. About S connection and
Okay.
S and P connections. But this
Yes.
particular one is different because we're trying to make it very easy. So it's just simple series connection. Just add them together. But we've connected everything for you, right? But if it is lithium ion battery and
Okay.
you're having those finger batteries, you have to, like the example I gave here. Let me open my video again. I
Yes.
showed you this, right? This thing is
Yes.
a test. We use it to test this thing, right? So it has, there's way you know how to connect the one that'll be up, the one that'll be down. And you use tack welder to tack your stuff together, right? I know. So
Yes.
those
Yes.
ones are advanced this thing for you want to use to be bigger banks, bigger batteries, bigger whatever, right? So that's a different. This is not the battery you're going to be using for the laptop power bank. The battery you're going to be using is already
Okay.
pre-made
Okay.
for you, so you can go ahead with it. Yes. But if you want to learn more since you're in photo, fine and good. You could, if you are very good, you don't need to. register for training, you could just be part of what we're doing. You know,
All right.
do you know our office in?
Yes,
Okay, okay, great. All right, great. So
I know the
that'll be
office.
that. I think. All right, great, great. So you could just check them out and all right. So we have. I thought we were having you as the last person.
What if
Um,
if I want to charge 12-volt battery with that buck converter, which voltage will I set it to?
want to charge 12-volt battery with buck converter.
Yes, sir.
Is it 12 volts you want to charge, or
Which voltage?
are you sure it's 12 volts? Is it 12 volts you want to
12.6
charge
volt.
exactly?
12.6 volt. 12.6
You
volt.
can you can set it as 14 volts, thereabout. 14, 13, 14, right?
Okay. That is okay.
But now,
But
if you are using you want to also you have this what you have to,
yes, sir. Yes,
can
sir.
you hear me? If each of your cell is, let's say for instance, your cell is 4
3.7.
volts, one cell is 4
Yes,
volts,
sir.
and you're putting the cells in
Yeah.
series, maybe series of 3, it will give you a total of 12. All right. So that is the maximum voltage you can charge
Yes.
the battery. You cannot charge it beyond 12. That's if you are using 4 volt. That's if each of your cell, if the maximum voltage is 4, and
3,
you're having 3 in series,
3.7 volts.
3.7 volts. How many are you putting in series?
Yes, sir.
How many are you
And
putting in
series 3.
series? 3.
3,
But
3.
the highest of that voltage is
Yes,
4.2.
sir.
3.2 is the lowest. 4.2 is the highest, right? So
4.2.
you
Yes.
use
4.2. Yes,
good.
sir.
So you use the 4.2 denomination to multiply and check what is the maximum it can go. So okay, which is 12.6, right? So if you put it at 12
Yes,
point,
sir.
if you even put it at that 12.6, it still works because you don't need to charge your batteries too full. All right. It's always advisable to always give some little allowance so that it doesn't always get filled up. So 13 is okay, but 12.6 ish is great still. You can even put it at 12.5, all right, so that it doesn't get filled up. If you want your
Okay.
battery to last very well, don't always charge it to 100%. All right. So has Nasiru spoken?
Okay.
Nasiru, if I've answered your question, you put your hands down. If I've not, you can go ahead. Then we have additional. Those are the last two we have. Then okay, you've spoken. All right.
Well done, sir. I really appreciate your
All
efforts
right,
concerning
great.
this lecture. God continue to bless you, sir. So let me go to my question straight forward. The total package, like the whole device, can we use it to power all these small mini inverter? Is it capable to power it? It is okay to power the this small inverter. I think you will know the type of inverter I'm talking about. All these new inverter they are
I
producing,
do, I
all
do.
these 500
Sachet.
watts, 1000 watt inverter.
Sachet
So I just
inverters,
want to
yes,
know
I'm
if
aware. All right. So now
I just want to know
it
if
is simple logic, okay?
device can work.
Whatever voltage, yes, it can. Yes, it can power it, all right. But you need to know the voltage the battery is giving you. If the inverter is accepting voltage of 12 volts and 15 volts maximum, whatever thing that must come from your lithium battery must be within that range. Do you understand? So know the range of voltage the inverter can accept. Your lithium battery or this thing can power it. Like for instance, this laptop power bank, I use 24 volts
Okay.
inverter with it. Yes, but that's a separate skill, right? But I use inverter with it too. Yeah, I can go somewhere and I see that I need to power some bulbs or so. I just plug an inverter. It works. All right. So it works. It's just that know the voltage range your inverter can accept and make sure that the output of your lithium battery um, can go with it. Okay. For instance,
Oh,
for
okay.
instance, let's say this this can you see this? This is a 12 volts, 12 volt
Yeah, I
lithium
can see
polymer
you. I
battery
can
with a
see you.
BMS, right? Connected already. Good, good, good. So this particular one can power an inverter. All right. You can power an inverter
Okay.
perfectly with 12 volt inverter. Yes, it works.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Mm. Yeah, you're welcome. So I think that's the end of. After these last two persons, no more questions again. Okay. So God's will, go ahead. Then Adeshola, go ahead.
Good evening,
God's
sir.
will, go ahead. Seeing Adeshola has gone off. Good evening.
Okay, please. I want to ask if the power bank is it in this the battery connection, is it in a series or the parallel the DC connection? That's my question.
Series. So the BMS we're using is a 6S BMS. So it's in series. Understood? It's a series connection, okay? All right. So thank you all for coming to the class. If you have any further question regarding some specific details, it will be easier for us to answer you when we know that you can practice it. So when you get any of our batteries or our product, we know, okay, we can actually talk to you as regards that. All right. So we just want to be able to achieve the initial entry level and you understanding how this laptop power bank works and market. The market is very huge. Okay. So you can actually build, if you can build for yourself, of course, other persons will say, oh, build for me. Before you need it, you're already building for a lot of persons. And you can decide to join our network. It's also very, very good, and we will make money together. All right. So thank you so much for joining us this evening. Have a good night rest. So if you be in
Sorry,
Abuja, please
please.
hit me up. If you are the person that will
Um,
hit me up, so we'll meet. Go ahead.
I could not get your office address yesterday. Please, your office address or the contact details.
Okay, physical office address in Owerri, Futo Road, Izobodo. Owerri, Futo Road, Izobodo. You can actually meet any of the admins on the group chat. They will direct you. They're actually staffs there, so they will be able to give you directions to that place. All right, if you are physically present, but if you're not, you can always talk online and do whatever. We send products across Nigeria. We've gone, in fact, when we send to Sokoto, that's when we know that we can send to any place again. We sent to other places, but when we sent a product to Sokoto and it's successfully landed, then we became sure that we can send anywhere across Nigeria. So if you need any of them, you can actually reach us. We're available. And yeah, that's it. So thank you so much. See you. I'm recording this call, so maybe in a few minutes or a few hours, you get it to be on YouTube, so you can easily go back to watch it. But I will soon unlist the video on YouTube so that the public won't. I don't want this to just be for public viewing. So those who attend the class that want to review and everything and go through it. So the link will only be specific to you that have access to the link. If you don't have the link, you might not see it online. All right. So that's for tonight. God bless you. Good night.
Thank you for the class, sir. Thank you very much.